It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the game's first play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Knox. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The middle they go. LeBlanc. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They run the counter. LeBlanc. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Knox. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Knox. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now a first down carry for Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Well, look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 54 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Robertson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Operating from the gun. Knox. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shelton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. These two teams all tied after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st down, LeBlanc. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they control the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Play action. Knox. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Knox. He finds his man. Complete. It's Robertson. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Knox. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And that's caught inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knox. Escobar with it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Knox. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Knox. The right side, complete to Escobar. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
The final shot before break. Knox toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Knox. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Operating from the gun. Knox looking middle, and he finds McMillan. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. first down, and they go back to Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
34-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Mounts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Let's go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Knox. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Artie.
They'll run on 1st down. LeBlanc. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 23, here's 2nd down at a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Thomas has it. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And 4-yard pickup on the play.
Yellow.
Denver.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Easy, easy, easy.
Now here's Mahomes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Nice little juke. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Knox. He finds his man. Complete. That's Robertson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Knox. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Harris running straight ahead. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking to throw. Knox. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43, 40.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 43 yards. And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Now he'll try to run with this.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On
1st down, LeBlanc. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll try and do this himself.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knox.
They'll find McMillan here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Denver, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, in the east.